So here we have writing with a purpose. So here's our writing for a purpose guy, and he's going to show us what we should be doing and what we should be looking for. So first, you have to realize that when you write, you have a purpose. So oftentimes, those include inform somebody, you might want to persuade somebody, or you might even want to just review some information. Sometimes you go further and you want to instruct somebody. There's lots of cases where you might have a purpose that you should acknowledge. So, oftentimes we need to figure out how do we meet that purpose. Well, after you figured out what your purpose is, of course, there are lots of ways that you can reach that goal. First is you have to be aware of your language, the language that you're using when you're writing something down. You want to check out your tone, and you also want to look for some examples that are relevant to your information. So now our writing for a purpose guy has grown a little bit of hair, and he's got some pupils, and he wants to discuss some information that they are interested in hearing about. So they want to know, who is our audience? And of course, that's a really good question you want to ask yourself when you're writing. One of the most relevant parts of becoming a writer is figuring out who you're writing for. But overall, you want to make sure that no matter what happens, you communicate effectively and that you have an idea and you know what your purpose is and who you're writing to. If you figure out those variables, you can become a better writer. Okay! Exclamation point.